evening, ladies and gentlemen. Phen coming to you from Kingdom 809. I hope everyone is doing well. I just want to say thank you to everyone for the support on the previous video that I uploaded. I have got War Daddy up and running at the moment. I kind of switched things around, as some of you have heard. I ended up using War Daddy more for the trolling content and for the battle reports and everything, and keeping Phen more for tips and guides. So anyway, today I'm going to be covering a little bit on stat progression, how to improve your stats, which stats to choose from, etc, etc. Some of you guys may notice the differences between solar and lunar. So for solar, anything regarding the labyrinth, anything regarding the Avalon artifacts, these goodies over here, and then anything regarding your prestige statues and your prestige banners, you can pretty much just cut that out at the moment. Alright, so I'm going to start off with Labyrinth over here. As you can see, Labyrinth has received resources from Kingdom 751 onwards. Let's just have a look over here. Go to exchange. Okay, yeah, we've got like a ton of resources over here. Okay, so the first thing that you want to buy from your Labyrinth, and I believe you unlock this at floor level 5, are your accolades. And these are used to boost your troop stats, your army damage, for your infantry damage, your bowman damage, and your cavalry damage, and then your army damage, which your army damage plays a very important role when you are busy attacking somebody, because if your army damage is too low, you're not going to be able to boost, and you're not going to be able to hit somebody with as much effect as opposed to a person who has got it activated. Your army damage is a crucial point, and then of course your army damage received. If you are going to be facing against a heavier opponent or something, like let's say a 36 facing a 40, you are going to have some problems if your army damage isn't high enough. Because remember, you're facing different kinds of tiers. You're facing different kinds of statistics. There's so many small vital points that you need to know about your own stronghold. And that's kind of what I'm also looking at covering today, is dependent on the stronghold. How one person plays the account. Like I might play my account more aggressively, so I like my attacks, whereas the next person might like their defense. And like this account over here, it's all well-rounded. So saying that, if I want to go and hit somebody, I'm not going to really have a huge issue, right? Because I can take the attacks and I can defend. Alright, I can go and I can hit somebody and I can defend against them. Anyway, without further ado, let's have a look at some of the things in Dragon Labyrinth to look out for. So, you want to get to level 8 over here, because at level 8 you can unlock your troop health, troop attack and troop defense, which are your crucial stats at the very top of a report. Alright, so let's quickly check over here. Talent points. Alright, so when you're starting your Dragon Labyrinth, you want to focus mainly on Knight and Berserker as a primary role, okay? In order to progress through them, you kind of need to boost them. Okay, there's a lot more detail that happens with the Dragon Labyrinth and how to improve those stats, but I'm going to be covering that a little bit later. I'm not going to cover that all right now, because it breaks down into soul rune stones, and the cost of gold on it is absolutely horrendous. And I actually just want to give a shout out to Gladiator for his help explaining some of these things to me. He's one of my closer friends, and he's gone through quite a lot of different things and how to progress in Labyrinth, also how to progress with regards to stats and so on. But anyway, once you are finished with Dragon Labyrinth, you want to move towards Mage. You want to put all of your talent points towards them, and if you are going for the Dragon Spirit Arena, you are going to focus more between Berserker and Knight, as you are opposed to Mage, because Mage over here, you're focusing more on your troop health, infantry defense. These are your basic stats. You want to boost your stats as much as possible, right? So of course with that, you're going to have to increase all of these different stats over here at the bottom, like your infantry health. There was another one. Oh yeah, your troop damage. Yeah, because with more troop damage, the more kills you can get, right? Okay, let's go over to offerings. Oh wait, no, we don't want to go there. We want to go to dragon. Okay, so on your dragon, you have a set amount of troop damage that you got to use. Okay, pretty sure you can see that little circle over there. So with that little bit of troop damage, you also have to maintain your skills. And of course, having your level 8 dragon or your level 6 or level 5, by now everyone should have a level 5 at least. Unless you are new, of course, and you're starting off, you're going to have to get a level 5 as soon as possible to start progressing your dragon. And of course, with the update, didn't exactly make it easier now, did it? No, because now you've got to level up your dragon, you've got to evolve it before you can progress it. So it's a little bit frustrating. Over here, we can have a look at our skills. Now, skills, as you can see, these plus ones over here are because I've got a relic at the moment. Some of these I haven't exactly pushed in terms of like the Bloodthirst and the Sacred Shield, Rain of Fire. Rain of Fire is also a good one to have, but I wouldn't say it's as effective as Breath of Fire, which is one of the Draconics. I'll show you in a little bit. And then Double Bounty. The Double Bounty is a very good one to have, because instead of like winning just one Hellsbane ingot, you get to win 2 in a bar camp. Okay, so I would suggest you go for Double Bounty, and then of course on that your gold purchases and stuff, it can start stacking. Okay, Draconics. Now we have a look at Draconics. Here are a good set of draconic skills on when you want to attack somebody. Okay, so over here, I think we are at 360 across the board. Here we are 360, 120, 120, 120. And they all unlock different kinds of talents. Okay, prior to the update, we didn't have any of these issues where you would have a Rain of Fire or you would have extra damage stats and so on. But as you can see over here, these are your bottom stats. Especially this side over here, infantry, cavalry, and bow. Those are going to be your bottom stats underneath your crit. So you'll take a look. The top 3 stats are your most important. The bottom ones underneath that are important, but not as important as maintaining your troops and your dragon skills. Okay, your dragon skill stats are they are so important that it doesn't matter what what troop stats you've got. If your dragon stats are low and you're facing somebody who's already mastered, like, say for instance, Kokot's got 10,000 troops at home, and you send 100,000 troops, and she's pretty much in farm gear, okay? Her dragon is immediately going to wipe out your entire march. Okay, we're just going to use that as an example, because her dragon skills are so high up. Okay, so those are the fundamentals, alright? Your fundamentals are your troops, then your damages, and then the ones underneath. Yes, if you cannot maintain your dragon skills and your dragon stats and your troop stats, then it's a good idea to start investing into your stats below your troop levels stats, because then you can kind of just balance it out. So with emblems, you want to work with first putting on troop, okay, because as I said, it's very important. You want to maintain that set bar, okay, so you want to work with your troop stats. Then you want to start working with attack, because you are busy attacking something. You want to do damage, okay. Then you want to work with the health, because the health determines how long the round lasts. Remember, you can hit somebody and just poke him once, okay, and then he dies. Instead of just having him get stabbed once and dying, you want him to get stabbed like 30 times before he starts dying, okay? Let's just put that as an example. We'll use Achilles heel. Okay, guy's pretty much an immortal, gets shot in the... I was about to say that thing from Skyrim. He took an arrow to the knee. No, he took an arrow to the Achilles heel and ended up dropping. But at the end of Achilles, the movie, you kind of see him... or was it Troy? No, it was Troy. At the end, he kind of takes like 4 shots from the from Paris and then ends up dying. Okay, so you kind of want it to last quite a long time before all of your troops die out. Then you want to focus on your defense. Okay, you don't want to put your defense ahead of your health, because if your defense fails, then your troops start getting annihilated. So that's why you got to keep your health, and then you got to keep your defense. Okay, for the next one, we're going to have a look at prestige statues. Also, same idea. You want to focus on having your troops first. Then you want to focus on what heroes you've got and what stats need to be boosted. Are you busy attacking with Mordred and Guinevere? Are you attacking with Madoc and Catigern? Are you attacking with Dindrain and Brutus? If you are busy attacking with some of these different troop types, then you want to work on different stats first. So troop stats, which are your lion statues. Then for me, because I've got NS4, I'm just going to say NS4, Guinevere and Mordred, we worked with cavalry, okay? But we also wanted our infantry health to last. So we also wanted to focus on infantry, okay? Because as soon as your infantry line is wiped out, all of your troops start dying. You don't want to have that. You want to avoid that as much as possible, okay? Then after that, we focused on bow. And with the new heroes that are going to be coming out, they are going to be bowman-faced, as they're going to be freedom heroes. I'm not going to reveal which heroes are going to be released, but there are plans for it, okay? Then we have a look at our prestige levels. Alright, some people say prestige level should only go up to 30, and then after that you can neglect them. No, you want to fucking get them all the way up to 35. If you want to carry on going with crappy stats, and I'm sorry for my language over here, I'm sorry, but people piss me off. They turn around and they say, oh no, we only want damage stats. We don't want to improve other stats. Well, you need to improve your other stats. One way or another, you're going to be outranked by somebody, and that little percentage of a stat boost can actually be the difference maker between life and death. Alright, between winning a fight and losing a fight. So you want to get them all the way up to 35, and I believe that it is a total of 200,000 prestige banners in order to get everything up to par. All of your buildings that have prestige banners, to get them up to level 35. Without those, I suggest you carry on going into your alliance by the Spirit Altar. Ask your R5 or your R4 to set the current spirits. There's 3 different types, and it's not letting me see which ones. It's not giving me an option to show you. Okay, so there's different types, and one of them are prestige banners. Okay, so you want to get those sorted as soon as possible. Alright. After that, you want to get your research up to par. Alright. So get your research on board with the stats that you need to face. Increase that the troop stat capacities, and then your troop march capacities. Okay, without those, remember, it's going to have an impact on your final results. Alright, so work on those prestige banners and everything. Then we're just going to cut through to heroes before I call it quits over here. Heroes play an important role, and that is why when we go and appoint heroes, we can have a look at the covenants. Okay, so in the beginning of a kingdom, most of you who are starting out in your new kingdom, you'll have some of these heroes over here at the top. you'll have them activated first, to which they'll activate some of these other stats. Okay. Let's have a look quickly. So you got Royal Return, so you've got to level them up. According to the star level is how much each one is going to unlock. Okay, so you need 2 on your council from here in order to unlock them, and then you need to upgrade their stars to unlock these goodies. Okay, Sword and Shield, same story. If you are a spender, and you can't get some of these heroes for free, okay, I would suggest you go for something like the Monarch Strike, which has got Mordred and Guinevere, and then you've got Champion of the Dragon. Okay, the sooner you can get those, the better. Without those, the stat boost on them, on your report, is going to vary heavily. Okay, so I always say go for the simple ones, go for the ones, even if you've got to spend a little bit on them, make sure that you got them. It just provides that extra edge over your opponent. Alright, I'm not going to say that you're going to win, guaranteed, but there is a chance. Okay, with that being said, when we unlock a hero in Solar, you guys will understand that you have to increase your star level before you can increase your skill level in Solar. And with that being said, in Lunar, it's completely different. It's the opposite way. So you want to unlock all of your skills first, and then you want to unlock your star. Now, the Lunar players are going to absolutely shit on me for this. You're going to turn around and say, what the hell, Phen? What's going on with you? And I'm going to say it's because of the bounty, the Kingdom bounty, which forces you to increase your star level long before your skill levels over here, so that you can get the extra hero weapons. So if you want to get like Raven hero weapons or something, you've got to have a 5-star or a 6-star NS2 hero, which is Brutus and Dindrain, in order to get certain fragments. Okay, so as I said, very different levels. You guys focus, eat the meat, spit out the bones. Okay. Then, I think we've pretty much covered all of that. You can monitor your progress over here through the Merlin trials. Okay, in the Lady of the Lake event in Solar, what's it called? Path of Legend trials. You'll see a little bit of a different outcome. Okay, because all of this, I'll just show you as an example. If I want to hit somebody over here, no. Okay, but this is what it doesn't show you like the whole progression of the fight. Okay, it just pretty much points it out as it is, and then from there, you kind of just have a look at the report. Okay. Wait 1 second. I just want to show you something. Okay, so those stats that we just walked past over here. Okay. Oh, it's not going to show me the full report. Okay, that's fine. So my troop stats over here outrank his, but as you can see, not all of my other stats at the bottom were able to compete, and it keeps on knocking me out, and I'm going to get a little bit pissed off with this thing. There we go. So because my there wasn't too much of a difference between my troop stats and his, my lowest stats ended up being the result of my failure. Okay, because they're not on par. You see over here, some of them 5,360 as opposed to 5,731. So there's a little bit of a difference over there. Okay, then with that, your bottom stats over here are ranked according to the heroes on your council. Okay, each one has got a different result as opposed to the next one. Okay, so with that being said, you can kind of have an idea of what you need to appoint and so on. Then we have a look at gemstones. Now, somebody turned around to me the other day and said that gemstones are a waste of time because the stat providing is not too big. Yes, maybe that's so, but it is a good idea to have them still. Okay. sometimes they can be the biggest difference maker, especially since they stack. So instead of just having one that's going to be at like 200% increase, stat increase, you're going to end up boasting like 3k stats, okay, especially with these frost gems. And once again, you're going to want to focus on your troop. If you can focus on your troops, you can at least start making your way up to the top, okay? And with that, you can start probably winning more battles. Then we have a look at our armory, which is the final one, which is going to be the result of the Smith mark. So look, bonus benefits. Sorry about that. So for your Smith marks, you get an infantry damage increase, infantry damage received reduction, bowman damage, cavalry damage, army damage, siege damage. Siege is not important. I don't know why they put siege into this game. Siege is only good for farms. They should have an option. Are you busy building a war account or a farm account? And if so, if you're busy building a war account, please forget siege. Just wipe bloody siege out of your castle ASAP. Okay, because siege are useless in PvP. Okay, absolutely useless. Same way traps are useless. Okay, and it's even gone so far as to move into solar now, which frustrated me because I enjoyed having a couple of traps that used to kill off a few enemies, and now it's gone. Okay, because of the stat difference. Right, so don't bother too much with siege. Don't worry about that too much. But you can already see what level somebody has when they are having a look. Well, when you're having a look at their stats, if they've got like a low siege level, you can already judge what equipment they got running and what level it is. Of course, somebody with a full destruction set is not going to be running in the 1k range of having siege stats, okay? So yeah, with that, you can have a look around, check the different levels of stats that you have. All right. And as I said, focus on your troops. There's different levels, and I suggest you ask the community. Go onto the KOA Discord, ask a mod, okay, yeah, that's debatable. And some of them say that Diesel's got 7 billion power war gear. But anyway, yeah, just have a look, ask around if you're not sure on what to forge first. Normally, you would forge your lance, then your armor, then your sabatons, and then your mask, and then you'd focus on these two last, the Hellsbane ring and the pendant. But then, according to your stats and according to your own performance and how you know your account, these might vary. For me, I went to Hellsbane lance first, then I went to the mask, then I went to the ring, and then to the pendant. And then I left the armor and the sabatons for last. That's on my 40 at the moment. That's currently in 5180. But yeah, if you can have a look through all of that, then you can see what you need. Okay, so it's a good idea to have a look, see what you need, and then just work it from there. I'm going to quickly run around a little bit. Okay, so I'm going to show you, I'm not going to show you all of the stats because mom didn't really want that, but there's an idea. Okay, so those are your troop stats over there, then your bottom ones all the way through there, and then we can have a look at your army damage, and you can have a look at the rest of the damage stats, okay? And all of these little ones over here, they're all measured by the stones that are currently on your dragon skills. The one where if you track back and you see where I said you've got to evolve your skills, yeah, it all works from there. So anyway, I hope this helps you guys. If you guys have anything that you want to share, do so in the comment section below. I'll put a link up again for Phen Fam. I've got the thing up and running as well. Also, please don't forget to subscribe to War Daddy as well, which is my other channel, which I'm going to be doing a little bit more kills when the time comes. But yeah, I hope you guys can get a little bit more information and a little bit more standing outside of this. So yeah. Anyway, guys, it's been fun, and I hope you guys are all having a great time. Keep up the good work, and thank you for almost 300 subscribers so far. If we can get ourselves 8 more subscribers, we'll be at 300. So thank you very much. Cheers.